Hello, and thank you for joining me. Today's video is going to be about my biggest fan. And I have found out that my biggest fan is my grandson. My grandson is 7 years old. Apparently, he enjoys watching Nana's videos. And the last time he was here, the first question out of his mouth was, Nana, what is Hippie-Doodle? So he apparently had just finished watching the multicolored glow-in-the-dark large skull mold video, and I use that term Hippie-Doodle. So I was trying to show him some of the pictures that I've done that I call Hippie-Doodle. Now he is 7, so he's unaware of the hippie movement, but I did my best to explain to him it's just bright colors in a picture and some doodling behind. Now I've recently found out, of course, that it's actually called Zentangles, but I've been doing the Hippie-Doodle thing for years, and that term has just stuck with me. Now I will link the video multicolored glow in the dark large skull mole in the description box below. But what I want to do for him today is I want to pour him a Hippie-Doodle glow in the dark frog. This is the Let's Resin frog mold, and I love this cute little frog. And I'm going to use the Let's Resin glow in the dark pigment powders, and I am going to use coral, yellow, green, and blue. And I'll put a link to some of the products I use in the description box below. But what I want to do is I actually want to just kind of, I guess it's called a puddle pour, to where I just continually pour these 3 colors, alternating them until the mold is full. Now, if you'll notice here, I have already put the eyes on. And if you want to know how to do that, I will link the video, Resin Lizard Mold. It'll show you how I do that and what not to do, because I learned in that one what not to do. So I'm going to mix up some resin, and then we will get this special Hippie-Doodle glow-in-the-dark frog poured. See you in a minute. I have the resin mixed up, and let's see, I have the yellow green, coral, and blue. I think I'm going to actually start with the coral. I don't know if you can see how pretty that is. It is just a bright orange. And I'm just going to pour a little bit at a time. And of course, do plenty of thumps for bubbles. So let me see if I can get a little bit in there. And stop right there. I'm going to kind of tilt it forward. There we go. So I want to do that. And then the yellow green. And when I get it so full, I will stop and do some thumps. But I'm just going to continue to layer these. And we will see what kind of Hippie-Doodle thing we come up with. And of course, the whole glow-in-the-dark thing just brings out the child in me. I love the glow-in-the-dark. Let me stop there for a second and give it some thumps. And something I like about this mold is it is easy to pick up and thump. It's a nice sturdy mold. And it looks like we've got all of that in there. Let me add some more blue. And hopefully it'll turn out to be the Hippie-Doodle look that I'm going for. And I forget what's next. I think I just did the green, so let's go ahead and do some more of the coral. And the green. I think I want to reserve some of this green maybe for his little, or the frog legs. I don't know. Some blue in there. I think it's time to give it some more thumps. I mean, right now it looks pretty cool, but we'll see what it looks like when it's completely cured. I want to kind of tap on this. I don't want to pinch it or anything because I don't want to loosen my eyes in there. And ideally I mixed enough. I just never ever know. I don't know why I struggle with that so much. Add some green. We got a lot of shadows going on this morning. Let me see if I can move that light a little bit. I don't know what's up with the shadowing. Let's see if I can get the rest of this coral in there. Forgive me for putting my hand in your way. I want every single drop because we still don't have the hands and the hands. I always call them hands. They're frog legs. Excuse me. All right, let's see if we can't get the rest of the blue in there. And I never know if I pick the right color combinations or not. And it's starting to go up a little bit. I hope I have enough resin. If not, I'll just mix a little bit more. Trying to get every little drop out of here. Yeah, I may have to mix a little bit more. We'll see. I never know. Not until the last minute anyway. Let me see if I can get that to drop in. Like right in there. And I'll grab my tool to help it spread. Let me stop there for a second. Grab my tool. Give it some thumps. Yeah, I may have to mix a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. If so, I'll do that off camera and I'll probably mix it with the blue-green. I like the way it glows. I mean the yellow-green, excuse me. We're almost there, but a little shy. Or maybe I'll mix it some totally different color. Yeah, y'all, it looks like I didn't quite mix enough. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and mix a little bit more and go ahead and finish filling this up. I mean, it shouldn't take very much at all. And then I will meet you back here for the unmolding. So I'll see you shortly. It is time for the unmolding. And what I went ahead and did is I actually just mixed some green glow in the dark to finish off the little frog legs. And if you look at it from there, it looks pretty hippie-doodle. So let's see what it's going to look like out of the mold. And I want to be very careful around the little frog legs because they are thin. Just do it ever so carefully. Let me go ahead and try to loosen it up here a little bit. And I'll take the head part out last. I can hardly wait to see what this little guy looks like when he's glowing. Just so careful around those little feet and those little toes. All right, let's see if we can start getting him out a little bit. And I know the last time I went to unmold this, it kind of stuck in this area and I had to use alcohol, and I may need to do that again, as much as I don't like to use alcohol in the molds because it does tend to dry them out. Let me give it a little spray because I don't want to rip my mold either. Let's see if that'll help loosen it up some. What is in there? Well, she's pretty stuck. There it comes. It's coming off now. Good. Good. Now the other side without hurting the frog or the mold. There we go. Popped right out of there. All right, well, there's that side. Let me dry him off a little bit. He's pretty wet. And, oh, wow. You guys, look at that. That is certainly Hippie-Doodle, or I think it is. Now I need to trim around, do a little bit of trimming around his little toes. I got a little bit of overpour, but if I do that pretty quickly with an X-Acto knife, it'll be pretty easy. So there's the little frog, and I'm going to go ahead and charge it under the light and then show you what it looks like glowing in the dark. So I will see you shortly. Look at him glow. Definitely have some Hippie-Doodle going on there. I really like the way he turned out. So there he is glowing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Oh, what'd you guys think? I really like the way this little frog turned out. He glows really pretty. And it's definitely Hippie-Doodle. So this is the special little frog for my biggest fan. And for those of you out there that have grandchildren, you know what a blessing they are. And for my young grandson to want to watch my videos, I can't even begin to put into words what that does for my heart. I love him dearly, and he's certainly a blessing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And please do consider hitting the like and share buttons. And if you haven't already, the subscribe button. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.